Yo, what's going on YouTube? Thank y'all for tuning into Vlad Sports Talk with your host Vlad. I'm new to the channel, so if you're also new to the channel, make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. On this channel, we're gonna be talking about sports, but we also gonna get in, to real life topics and other entertaining topics just to diversify. But it's mainly gonna be revolving around sports. I'm also gonna try my best to have guests on this show as well with me. I'll have some videos by myself here and there just to interact with you guys. But for the most part, I'm gonna try and have guests because that's the fun of it, is interacting, is different comments and different interactions. So with this first episode being my first YouTube episode, I have two special guests with me. The first person that I'm gonna shout out here because he got on the Florida Gator shirt. It's my brother, Mr. Ari Payne from Broward County, Florida. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Glad you having me on your first episode on YouTube, man. I'm happy to be here.
Hey man, it's good to have you, man. It's all love. I seen the shirt, man. I had to shout you out, man. And for my next guest, man, my other brother from Broward County, Florida, who's not a Gators fan, but we ain't gonna get into all that right now. He a Hurricanes fan, but I still got love for you, man. Mr. Sean Blake, man. What's going on, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, Happy to be alive, Everyone's safe and alive. So God bless.
That's true, man.
Episode,
very true. How y'all doing, man? How's it's finally Friday. We made it to another weekend, man. How y'all both doing?
Sheesh,
I'm doing as good as I can, bro. As good as I can. But things are going good right now. Next week, I'm just waiting on next week. I got a interview with Fox Sports next week, bro. I'm waiting on that, man.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations, boy. And Sean, I know you still got school going on. I mean, you almost done, bro. You got one more. You got a couple of weeks left, man. You almost there, bro.
Man, I can't wait.
You almost, hey.
Really, real men cry, but boy, I'm gonna have to cry, boy. When
you ain't see me crying on my day, did you? I was over here sleeping.
Sleeping, huh?
Hey man, but just to get into the conversation, man, for the people out there who don't know, all three of us were all from the same city. We're from Broward County, Florida. And Ari, I'll start this off with you. So tell me about it, growing up as a kid and in Broward County, Florida, what that was like for you and what you see in Broward County now. Like what's the difference, or do you think it's still similar? Just talk about it from a kid and then what you see right now in Broward County.
As a kid, I had a lot of fun as a kid, running around, having fun going to the parks and stuff, dancing, dancing is a real big thing down here, football, all of that type stuff. So, and now it's not really the same. Now it's a lot more, a lot of crazy stuff going on. Now it's and stuff is hitting home too, people are getting killed and all type of stuff. Mm-hmm. Now it's it happened before, but it seems like it's happening a lot more now. But when I was a kid, I guess I was shielded from all of it, but it was fun as a kid.
What about you, Sean?
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna piggyback off what Ari was saying. Honestly, back growing up, especially when we were kids, bro. We used to play football. We could go to Mullins Park, Lauderhill Park, play football on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. Go outside and play with our friends. Nowadays, kids are lazy as ever, bro. They're inside playing Xbox or PlayStation or on their tablet. It's not the same like it used to be back in the day, for sure.
Yeah, you don't really see kids outside playing no more.
Not a thing.
Yeah. Very true. That's what the games, like you said, Xbox and PS4. I mean, we had those back in our day too, but we didn't really care for it as much. That's why we was always outside.
Your boys was outside, you would quickly go play.
Exactly.
Go to football or play some basketball or whatever, versus playing.
And
boys was gonna be there,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about y'all, but my people, they forced us to go outside. if we kept going, if you kept going in and out the door, either y'all stay inside or outside. We ain't gonna stay inside, so let's go do something.
Man, I don't know, bro. I mean, Sean can attest to it because what a Caribbean parent, they'll hate you being inside the house for so long, but once you go outside, it's a problem as well too. So it's you can't really it's not really a win-win. You go outside for too long, they get upset. You inside the house for too long, they why you not doing anything active or anything like that. But You know, like the big thing for me growing up in Broward County, Florida, as a kid, like y'all just said, like it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like as a kid, all you want to do is you have fun, but then you get older and then life starts to get involved. But one thing I would say about Broward County that I've noticed that's different is like everybody is like doing what they want to do. And what I say that is like you got people like like rappers like FCG Heem, you got FSO, you got Overnight Hustlers. You got, these girls that can sing Nimshell. You got Soul Boy with the clothes, Smooth Geo and King Said with the YouTube, Thugger G Apparel. Like all of these, I'm seeing everybody following like their own dreams basically. Because, growing up as a kid, it was only one way. We wanted to play football. That's how we wanted to make it out. And it's like, shout out to Jerry and Calvin, all of those guys, Eddie Jackson, who made it from Broward County, Lamar Jackson to the NFL, but not everybody can go. So like everybody's basically they're following like their own dreams like this right here, like this is what I want to do, like so I'm doing this. Ari, you also a big sports fan as well too. So I know for a fact you're gonna make like your own way doing what you want to do. And Sean with the graphic design, after you graduate, you're gonna follow your own path. So seeing these kids now and the gifts that they got, I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key kind of jealous because when I was a kid, I didn't really have time to invest like myself the way that some of these kids do now. Like, with the editing and the music. That wasn't really my thing. You feel me?
We got all that technology.
Yeah, that's true. Is that we don't really have all that technology. That's true. But I mean, they still invested the time for them to do what they want to do. Like you said, like for us, we just wanted to go outside. That's all we care for. Go outside, go play 7-on-7, backyard football. That's it. But like now, it's just like it's changing now. You feel me? And I like to see that. I like to see that for our city because one thing about our city, like they gonna root for you regardless. Is that as long as you one of them, Broward County always gonna have your back. You don't make that face, bro. You know it's true, bro. I mean, you gonna have a lot. You gonna have a lot of doubters more than supporters. I'll say that. But Broward County, they're acting as one. Like I see that. I mean, there's still like some people who's obviously gonna hate on the side and whatnot, but they're still acting as one though.
I'll say this, like Broward County, like they love their own when they up here, but like when they started out, or like when they like don't really got that clout like that, they not stunting you like that. They not fucking with you until like you start getting more and more like more eyes on you. That's when they start like be like, hey yo, he from Broward, all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. What you think about that, Sean?
That's usually how it goes. He right. Like, I mean, right now, let's say we're talking social media. You could have 400 or 500 followers on Instagram. You have an average amount, whatever, as a regular everyday city, person. And then once you start, say you get 10K or 15K, people start to be around you more. People starting to talk about you more. It's just usually like how the thing go. Like once you're buzzing, people want to start like not ride your wave, but follow what you're doing more because they see you're doing something, I guess, whatever the case is. Like even for like social media, Smooth Geo and all those boys, like, once you start becoming a buzz inside the city, you start becoming more of a trend and everyone wants to start talking about you or what you're doing. No one really cared. Like if like you can go to no one like oh Ari could be working for Fox Sports, but because Ari probably doesn't have 10K followers, they're not gonna really say much.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me?
That's true. To switch over to our next topic, Sean, I'll start off with you. So as kids, we all have dreams and inspirations to be something and whatnot. So I want to, for your personal definition of, tell me what it's like to chase your dreams and what comes with chasing your dreams.
So at first, beginning, I never wanted to be a graphic designer, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Growing up, I always had that fantasy, I wanted to play football, or I'm not really a fantasy because anything can happen once you put your mind to it. But as I got older, he's like, football is, it's definitely a lovely career to have, playing the sport you love and making money, millions of dollars from it. But like, I kind of started transitioning to a realistic career that like something that has longevity, nothing that is to worry about me getting injured and what do I fall back on. So I obviously knew that education was my second best choice. And I was never the type to doctor or lawyer. Like that's not something I was ever interested in. And I grew up, I love drawing and like doing little stuff. I have a whole book full of drawings and all that stuff. So I kind of just found myself, okay, what can I do with drawing, but somehow make money from it, but still do like graphic stuff as far as like animations, pictures, making websites. That's stuff I love. And I kind of started to figure that out once I started to graduate high school, like towards my junior, senior year. And then that's when we went to Palm Beach. And then from there, I started to grow to love it more. And I'm like, okay, this is something I actually want to do, as far as even making myself my own entrepreneur and starting my own business. So as far as adversity, honestly, there was times where I just didn't want to do it no more, bro, because it's a field where you can lose a lot of, I want to say, like, not passion for it, but you feel less motivated, because it's a field where people got to judge your work because you're showing your work to people or clients or whatever, someone not like it, that can discourage you and feel like you're not good enough. So it's just fighting through the adversity and just telling yourself you can get better. There's always room for improvement. So every day, just for fun, sometimes I just do it just to get better, so it does come with a lot of nicks and knacks, but I love it and I'm here to stay and I'm going to just get better every day, hopefully
So
one day.
before I switch over to Eric, because you said something pretty interesting that people is always gonna judge your work, and that could throw some people off. So have you been at that point where where it was a professor or a classmate or a colleague where they'd be like, Sean, this isn't good enough, or Sean, like like you could have done better, and then you just sit there thinking like, this is probably not the route that I want to take, or you was just like, what, like you said, you just do it for fun just to get better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a funny thing is, bro, I never got any criticism about my work until I got to fam. Like, until I met who. I'm not even gonna name drop, but you know who. But only thing I could say is about that professor, and I'm pretty sure if you ever watch this video, you know who you are. Like, it's a love and hate relationship. It's a love and hate relationship, but he made me so much of a better designer. And I feel like all the criticism and the, I guess, tension we had, he made me a better designer. And I can thank him for that at the end of the day. He did make me better, and I can see the improvement in my work. I'm starting to get more people to like ask me to do more graphics, or people paying me to do more stuff. So it's like, it's paying off in the long run for me. So shout outs to him, but I still don't like you.
What about you, Eric?
I ain't gonna lie. Repeat the question one more time.
So like basically, like what does chasing your dreams mean? So like basically, like from when you was a kid, like what did you want to be, and then like you growing up, like did you end up like taking a different route, like and like what does it mean, like chasing to you? What does it mean to chase your dreams?
All right, well, I start off with the childhood thing. So growing up, I had in my mind, at first it was football and then basketball. So it was like, that's all I ever thought about, even like all through elementary school, middle school, high school. I was like, just always thinking about sports. I didn't care about school like that. I was just going through the motions. I was just going through the motions, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if I got a C here, D here, it was straight. I didn't really care. I'm just trying to get to practice after school. And then, it wasn't good enough. So I started thinking about, other routes. And one day I think I was on Facebook, and then like the whole ESPN First Take Your Take thing came out when they was letting fans debate. And I tried it, and I actually was a finalist on it. I was like, so I'm actually good. I'm good at this. I'm gonna try that. Because then when I got the fam, I actually didn't get criticized. Like the only person that like really got on me like bad was Dr. White.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. Like, everybody that had her class knows like she don't play.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's making you better. But when it comes to like chasing your dreams, it's like you gotta really have in your mind like this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let anybody deter me or stir me away, because they're going to have people that be like, oh, maybe you should, I just hit on this, maybe you should try this, or maybe this is not the right route for you, or but you got to keep going and don't let anybody discourage you. You can't let, say if you're like making content, you can't let the views or the likes discourage you, because if you just keep making good content, all that stuff is going to come eventually. Like I look at YouTube channel Beyond Reality, like they started in like middle school or whatever, and they just kept growing. Now they're like about to graduate high school, and like they're like blowing up on YouTube. So it's like you just got to keep going and making good stuff.
That's true. And then also, before I answer that question, so just to get back with you, because I know that when you said Dr. White, that automatically just like it brought me back to my first semester at FAMU. So would you say that she played a part in you becoming the man and who you are today?
I think others had more of an effect, but yeah. Because even like my last semester, like we had, I went to like her office, well, Zoom office hours.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, why you like? I don't know why you're doing like, why you're not doing the work. You need to just do it. You're not gonna graduate. I said, I'm like, not graduate? Hold on, nah. Like, I'm giving you something. You know what I'm saying?
That boy got senioritis quick, boy. Hey, man. But hey, just like y'all boys, I mean, football, of course, was my first option, but that ain't go well. And then I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to be an engineer. And I used to love math until I hit 6th grade. I know, Sean, I don't know if you remember our math teacher, Miss Braga. Oh my God. Listen, when they started throwing these ym equals mx plus b and a squared plus c squared. Listen, once I start seeing letters inside this math, I was like, you know what, bro? This engineer stuff ain't gonna be for me, bro. I was like, I know for a fact that this math thing ain't gonna be for me. So just like something similar to you, Ari, I was downstairs watching TV with my mom, and I seen ESPN First Take. That was my first time watching it with Stephen A. and Skip Bayless, and I was like, Mom, what is this? And then she started to explain to me what the show is, and I was like, you just sit there and you just debate about sports? Like, yeah. I was like, oh, this is easy. I'm thinking like, it's an easy route to get there until I do my research and find out you need a degree in journalism. And Sean knows, bro. I mean, you know too, but Sean knows because we stayed in the same apartment. Them papers that I had when I got the film, bro, like
late night.
Bro, them papers it was ridiculous. But I knew for a fact that, this is what I wanted. And Ari, like you said, like, this is not something that you don't want to just like, just do for the short term. And then if it don't work out, then you just like, you give up on it. It's like a couple of weeks and it's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna switch somewhere else. Like, if you truly believe that, that you could do something, you should invest everything that you got into it. It don't matter who doubts you or, who supports you. At the end of the day, if you believe yourself firmly that you can do it, then you do it then. Because everybody
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because everybody could be against you, that's fine. But as long as you're not against yourself, because once you're against yourself, you lost. And then you're just right there at the bottom of the bucket, because that's what people want to see. They want to see you at the bottom of the bucket. Like Sean said, they don't want to see you like get to that higher status. Because once you get to the higher status, people like they start to open up their eyes. But like I said, once you're just a regular person, he's a nobody. It's all right. We just gonna move on to the next person. So for me, chasing my dreams is like putting everything that you got in there. I mean, those late nights where you just looking at the ceiling, talking to God, you talking to yourself, and it's just like, I gotta make my way out. Some way, somehow, I gotta make my way out. Cause I don't know if y'all boys don't want to get married. Well, Sean, I know where you at with this conversation, but Ari, I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but if y'all plan on having wives in the future or kids, I mean, y'all got to think about them, because y'all don't want them to live in the same, like, predicament, like, where you guys are at, or, being, in a place where you could have avoided. So that's why, you just got to take a risk. Like, chasing your dreams come with taking risks. And if you're afraid to take a risk, then you're just gonna be stuck in the box forever.
That's a good point. Because when you look at anybody that is successful, they've had to take a risk in order to get to that point. You know, they had to take maybe like a low paying job, or they had to put all of their money into like a studio, or they had to put all their money into something and try to reap the benefits of it later on. And it worked.
Yeah, like,
Gotta invest in yourself.
like, what are you saying? Like, if you don't take a chance on yourself, no one will. You only can, like, you have to be able to have that confidence in yourself that you can do something with whatever you have a passion for. So you have to, it all comes from taking a chance on yourself, literally. Like, you the name of your podcast, Take a Chance Podcast. Like, it's all about taking a chance. Like, if you don't take a chance, you'll never know. And you're gonna live that like in your head for the rest of your life until you're an old man with a stick. Like, you will never know. Like, what if I took that chance 60 years ago? I could have been in a better position, not in a retirement home eating tapioca, you know? So like, it's
ain't nothing wrong with tapioca, man. Like, give me some tapioca and some caviar and I'm good. I don't want to be no nursing home though, but I'll take that though. It's cheap.
In a mansion in the hills on your deathbed, or you can be in an old rundown, you know, retirement home with Miss Mabel down 2 doors down making noise.
Well, if Miss Mabel is cute, then you know I'll just have to slide to a few bingo nights myself. You know she cute. I might have to slide over there. You know, but we'll get there. We'll get to that bridge. We'll get to that bridge when we cross there. But hey, man, to end off the last topic, I got to pull out my special glasses here just to read some information for y'all boys. So, Dak Prescott got his big contract. Yes, sir. That boy got what, 4 years, 160 for 42 mil guaranteed. So he's the second paid behind Patrick Mahomes. So you know what, bro? I know both of y'all got different thoughts for this, but I'm gonna start off with Ari because we had this conversation for a little minute now, and I'm gonna keep these glasses on because this is my little detective glasses right here. So, Mr. Payne, talk to me now. What's up, man? What you think about this contract, and what you think the Cowboys should expect from Mr. Prescott?
Okay, so about the contract with Dak, I truly believe he deserved the contract because I should have pulled the list up. When you look at the top 10 quarterbacks, like in terms of pay, you got Kirk Cousins in there.
Yeah.
You got Jared Goff in there.
True.
You got Matt Ryan in there. Matt Ryan is good, but I feel like Dak is a little better. And there's somebody else in there. I think Ben Roethlisberger is in there.
Big Ben's in there too.
Dak is better than all those guys. So when you look at it like that, it's like, yeah, when you look at the market, he deserved the money. But what should they expect from him? He said exactly what he been giving them, a middle, like, you know, the top 15 quarterback-ish type of deal. He's not gonna like give him a premium like a Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson. He's not, or Josh Allen. He's not gonna give you that. But he's gonna be better than the average, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he deserved the money, but at the same time, it's the Cowboys. They ain't gonna do nothing anyway. They might as well pay him. I
mean, look at the
who else is gonna start? They see what happened with Andy Dalton. It was trash. At least that will get them to the playoffs.
Hold on. Let me put these shits back on. Wait just a minute, because I got something to say with you. Hold on just a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong, but during the Playmakers days, didn't you support Andy Dalton? Correct me if I'm because when I got on Andy, I was a bad guy. But now that you say that, I gotta bring this back up, bro.
I just felt like Andy wasn't the problem in Cincinnati. Like they was like Cincinnati just isn't a good team. Like he wasn't the reason they was bad. That's all I was saying.
He still ain't win the playoff game. So he was in Cincinnati, right? He still ain't win the playoff game.
That wasn't his fault. Like who did he have? Who was there? Who was on the Bengals? Like name one player besides AJ Green that was on the Bengals besides Andy Dalton that you know of.
Giovanni Bernard.
Damn, you're right.
I mean, that alone, I wasn't gonna get that pushed through though. Them three.
Yeah, Montez Burfict. Like they were supposed to win the playoff game. Montez Burfict.
Yeah, hit AB. Yeah, exactly.
Antonio Brown with the Carney's helmet.
That was his fault. They could have had at least win one, but just one playoff game. That's you 0-7 in the playoffs. That's horrible, bro. Come on,
Marvin Lewis so bad.
Him too.
Y'all
Y'all already know how I feel about Marvin, bro. I ain't even go. AC already know how I feel about Marvin. I ain't even gonna say nothing about it. I ain't even gonna say too much about Marvin, man. I let that be. But
I thought he was a good coach. He was a good coach. It's just
I ain't gonna lie though. I just went Dak is like the number 2 like top paid right now.
Yeah, but
he should have got that much. He should have got that much cash now.
Hey,
you don't think
either
so?
way, you know.
Who should be the second highest paid quarterback?
What you think? What you think, Sean?
So the money that got, honestly, I was rooting for. At first, I'm not even gonna lie, because I know we talked about this on the phone like weeks ago about. Because I used to think like, yeah, that's it. He going into free agency. I didn't think because like you're not gonna franchise tag him and pay him another $35-40 million for 1 year. That's dumb. You're wasting your money. No, Jerry Jones ain't a fool. He a billionaire, but he ain't dumb. Like, so he made the right move by re-signing Dak. But like the money that he got, I mean, he's coming off a broken ankle. So like, I understand that there might be some issues. Like, will he come back and be the same Dak that he was before that brought the Cowboys to the playoffs? What 2018, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Or his rookie year, he brought them. They had that 14-2 record.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 13-3. Yeah, they went 13-3 that year.
If you can get those flashes of Dak Prescott back, like the money is definitely worth it for sure. And as far as the offense go, the defense needs help. The defense needs help. It all starts from the defense. Dak has who are the receivers now? I know they just got
They got Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper. They're good on the offensive side of the ball. They're straight.
Yeah. So the offensive line is top tier. You know, once everybody's healthy, the offense is gonna get you to the bowl. It's the defense. It starts from the defense at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones needs to invest money into the defense this offseason. There's a lot of good names out there, a lot of big names that's being cut too. So once the defense is being situated this offseason, I like to see the Cowboys in the playoffs this year. They're going to make a 360 turnaround, and they're going to be in the playoffs this year. I'm rooting on it. They're probably going to be a top 3 team in the NFC. Top 3, top 4. Let me not go too hard on them. Top 3, top 4.
So you got
right now. If they get the defense, if they only can make the right moves and get the defense, only if.
Another thing I want to hit on because I seen it earlier today. Oh no, it was yesterday. I think I seen it. But Tom Brady, he really restructured his contract to get 4 years, and now he has less of a cap hit. So like they can re-sign the players. So I think more quarterbacks need to start doing that because it's like they be like, oh, you getting paid all this money, and now you wonder why you don't have receivers, or you don't have a defense, or you don't got a running back because you're getting all the money. Tom Brady figured that out a long time ago. He's always taking pay cuts. That's why he always win it. These other quarterbacks got to figure that out, man.
Yeah, the quarterback market is going up though, because Patrick Mahomes broke the quarterback market, and then you see Prescott got paid, and Lamar is up next to get his payday. So I know Lamar not going to take no pay cut, and it's just going to keep on going up and up and up. I mean, you're right though. I mean, if you want to win, you got to take a pay cut, but these guys are young. You feel me? They're not like at Brady's age where they're like, I'm getting old and dusty and I'm probably on my last wheel. So okay, I'll take my pay cut here and there. And Giselle makes more money.
Brady he was never the top paid quarterback in his whole career. Was never the top paid quarterback. Not one time.
That's true.
But then again, he do got a supermodel wife that's rich too. So
it's almost Giselle makes more money than Tom Brady.
It's almost like referring to like
that do help, no doubt.
When LeBron and Bosh came to the Heat and took a pay cut. Wade was never a top played player in the league.
Very true.
My man got 3 of them things. You feel me? And he always takes a pay cut because he knows you have to take a pay cut to win championship. Which is more important, the money or the legacy? Think about it. So, like, which lives longer? You know, you're going to spend the money and the money is going to be gone. But the rings never go away. The legacy will never go away. It's always going to be there. People are always going to talk about you for years to come. So, like what Ari was saying, like how Brady takes those pay cuts to bring in those key players to make it a complete team to get that championship. He got 7 of them. Nobody can't talk to him. He got more championships than any team in the NFL.
Yeah, true.
So one man, no man has done that. So he's doing something. I mean, it's something that these young bucks can probably take a note out of his book to like think of, like, okay, yeah, maybe if I take maybe $30 million less, we can probably sign 2 elite defensive linemen or a defensive back to help out the defense. Because what you can do as a quarterback, you can get the ball in the end zone, but you're not on there on defense. So they can only do so much. So if you scoring, but the defense not stopping the other team from scoring, then it's going to be a shootout. And when you run out of gas, especially when it comes to Super Bowl or playoff time, then you're back at home, keep you watching it once again. So,
I just want to hit on this. I know we talking about football right now. I just want to hit on this because he mentioned Dwayne Wade. These young whippersnappers. This man talking about some James Harden is better than D-Wade. They gotta stop that, man. I just
no.
My cousin, I ain't gonna say no names, but if he does watch this, you know exactly who you is, because I got screenshots too. He said that if Harden wins the ring, that he passes D-Wade as the best small guard. So I guess he'll put him at the number 3 behind Jordan and Kobe. And I looked at him, I was like, are you crazy? And he's a Heat fan now too. He's a Heat fan now, and he said if Harden wins the ring this year, he'll put Harden before he puts D-Wade there.
Only thing I can put Harden in over on Wade, he's a better shooter. Yeah. And some nights he be playing horrible. He be shooting like 3 for 22. So he has his days, but he is a better shooter. But Wade is a better all-around player. Wade can play defense, he can assist, he can rebound, he has IQ. Harden doesn't do all that. Harden can hardly play defense. Do you see how much points the Nets are giving up a night? Yeah, they be winning, but they be giving up like 120 points a night. They have no defense.
I think they're last in defensive rating in the NBA.
Yeah, they have no defense. So you pay for offense, but you lack in defense. So it's like it's a give or take there. Like they needed the extra help to get the extra points on the board, but you're gonna be weaker somewhere. They gave away what's their center name? That big dude?
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. You gave away one of your pretty much best centers. So that's a weakness in the paint. I mean, DeAndre Jordan, he's good, but he's not the same like he used to be. You know, so like he's been in the league for a while. Jared Allen's younger. He's a little more swifter, and he probably grabbed more boards, if anything, at this point. So, matter of fact, they lost to the Cavs twice this year.
Yeah, twice. Yeah.
So that just goes to show you their defense is atrocious. So, and people talking about the Nets are making, and they just got Blake Griffin. Yeah, it's a great addition. They're doing all this to build a super team. Let me let you know, super teams do not
I'm
work.
telling you, like, damn, like, don't nobody want to have their own team no more?
No.
Yeah.
No, that's that. Them days is over with. Bro. I thought after KD left Golden State, I thought we was gonna go back to normal and singing Kumbaya, but I'm wrong now because you got 4 stars on one team.
LaMelo Ball is that dude. Okay.
Let me ask you one thing real quick.
All-star next year.
Is he better than his brother Lonzo Ball?
Already.
Thank you. I just wanted somebody to tell me something that makes sense. Oh, Mr. Cadet, please. Could you act the interlude? I see you got the glasses on. Go ahead and tell me what you got in your mind, bro.
I can't even disagree with the comment, bro. Yeah, I love Lonzo though. I'm still a Lonzo fan, but yeah, LaMelo got that, bro. LaMelo got that.
You gotta get him. Like as soon as he started starting, the Hornets started winning.
Yeah. Listen, man, he's putting up the least is 20 points a night.
And Draymond Green said that, granted, Draymond is trash, but he said on first take, he was like, he's already doing this, and he don't even know how to play the NBA game yet. Like, he just out there playing, throwing all type of passes and shit. You know what I'm saying? He just out there.
He look like he's having fun with it. Like, he's playing a pickup game in the, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think he leads all rookies in categories like points, blocks, steals. I think he leads them in like rebounds.
Every category.
Every category.
Every category except blocks, I think.
He's definitely rookie of the year. I'm not even going much from it. I'm not gonna lie. Before I had either Anthony or James, but it's LaMelo. It's definitely LaMelo.
See, by far, no questions asked. Like, and the fact that he's already the youngest player to record a triple-double in the NBA, being 20 years or 19? How old is he? 20 years old?
I think he's like 19 still.
19. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Some people don't even smell a triple-double until they're like in their second and third year. Today they start developing and develop a pass game and start becoming more of a consistent shooter. He's already doing this at this age. Yeah.
Unless if you're Luka. Luka's like an every night basis.
Yeah, Luka's another special one. I feel like when they go overseas, they already started playing with grown men at the age of 16. So overseas, it's like your game's gonna develop much faster if you're playing.
They built those people in the lab, bro. They're like specimens, dog. I don't know what they be feeding these people, bro. But they be built in the lab or something. They different from us. I give them that. They different from us.
Yeah. Facts.
Go ahead.
One more thing. Just give me your top 5 quarterbacks before we get off.
For leading into next season or for the past season?
Leading into next season.
I'll let Sean go ahead and start out, dog.
Patrick Mahomes, 1. Number 2, let me think. I want to put he had a great season last year. I don't like because he's in my conference, but I'm going to put him up there. Josh Allen.
You got to give the man his respect, bro. You got
a hell of a season last year. I got to give him his respect. Number 3, let me think. I got to think of all the 32 teams. I mean, some of them are garbage, but I'm trying to really think. I don't want to miss nobody. I shouldn't have missed.
I mean, either way, you're going to leave somebody out.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to leave.
Yeah, it's 5.
Jesus. I'm going to put Brady in there because he surprised me this year. He really did surprise me. I didn't think he was going to do so good. I think, matter of fact, Brady threw for 40 touchdowns. Rodgers, too. Rodgers at 3.
Rodgers threw for like 40-something touchdowns.
MVP. Rodgers at 3. Brady at 4. And then 5. Who should be the last one on the list?
You got Russell Wilson, you got Drew Brees, you got Deshaun Watson, you got L. Jack.
Deshaun Watson, there he goes. Appreciate you, Deshaun Watson, and it all. He had a good season. He threw for almost 5,000. He threw for 4,600.
Let the league
let that go on. He was struggling, but he was still balling. So
top 5. Oh, that's difficult. I'll go definitely Patrick number 1. I'll put Josh number 2 as well. I'll put him because each year he gets better and he gets better. And I mean, I hate seeing him twice a year, but I got to give credit where credit is due. So I got to give Josh that number 2 spot. Number 3, I got to give it to Brady. Ain't nobody expect a 43-year-old dude to win the Super Bowl. I mean, shoot, we was all counting them out, being in the NFC South with the Saints and Drew Brees. Ain't nobody expect them to make it that far. So I'll give Brady that number 3 spot for sure. 4. I'll give it to Rodgers. He won MVP this year, and they didn't perform well in the playoffs, but the regular season, I can't disagree with that. Him and Devontae Adams, that duo, him and Devontae was something serious. So I'll put him at number 4 and number 5. Oh boy, this gonna be a tough one, boy. I'm between like a couple of people right now. I'm not gonna lie, he didn't perform well in the playoffs, but they did start off slow, and thanks to him that they did make the postseason. So I'll give Lamar that number 5 spot. They did start off slow this season. You know, it was kind of roughy and whatnot, and I thought they was gonna be out the playoff mix, but they picked it up towards like, you know, the middle of the season, end of the season, and they eventually make the playoffs. They did lose, but I'll give Lamar that number 5 spot. I give him that number 5 spot. If it wasn't for him, I would have given it to Russell, but I'll give Lamar that number 5 spot.
Okay. See, for me, I got obviously that one. Who don't got Patrick Mahomes at 1.
Mm-hmm.
2, I'm gonna go the GOAT, Brady. Just off of like, first off, he's gonna have all the weapons everywhere again. And he still got hella arm strength. Like I wasn't surprised, but I'm like, man, that man got a cannon still.
Yeah, still can launch that football.
That Brady too.
Check him for steroids.
That's why I think everybody takes steroids, bro.
You didn't hear from me.
3, I'm gonna go Deshaun Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson, you feel me? He still led the league despite not having DeAndre Hopkins though, so I gotta give him respect. 4. Whew. I'm gonna go Russ. I'm gonna go Russell Wilson at 4, and I'm going Lamar at 5.
All right. I like that list. I like that list. Shout out to D-Hop though. I mean, not D-Hop, but Watson. I mean, I had him tied with that number 5 spot, but I had to give the edge to Lamar. I mean, just because they made the playoffs, but Deshaun Watson did have a hell of a season though, without his number 1 receiver, and they're just I don't know what's going on in Houston right now, but hopefully he gets out of that soon. I don't know where he's going to go, but hopefully he gets out of that soon and somebody could find a better home for him that's better suitable for him. So we'll just have to see about that.
On the Miami.
Bro, we spoke about this, bro. I mean, if it happens,
I don't want to hear about Tua. No, I don't want to hear about Tua.
Hey,
I don't care.
If it happens,
we can trade Tua and like whoever for Deshaun, I'll take.
Bro, Houston right now is in a rebuilding stage at this point.
Yeah,
the Dolphins are like still rebuilding, but we're 70% complete. We need receivers. The defense just needs a little like 2 missing spots. And we're making the playoffs, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. No one's seen us making. First of all, we're supposed to be 11-5 this year. I don't even count that last. I don't know what happened that last game. It's like
it was the Bills' fault, bro. It was they was not supposed to start their starters that last game. Everybody's supposed to be resting. Everybody, and they just blew us out the bag, bro. Tua was. I don't want to talk about it. It's all right. Next year. We'll see.
Like Ari was saying, I love Tua, my Hawaiian brother. I salute you. But if we can trade Tua for Deshaun Watson, I'm good with it. It's going to sting me a little bit, but I know we're getting somebody who's going to make us win right now. And there's no time.
It ain't going to sting me at all. Get rid of that, man. We trash, bro.
Bro, he ain't trash, bro. I just don't. Like I said, I would take Deshaun too. Don't get me wrong. I'll take him in a heartbeat, but I just don't want Tua to go to a bad situation. And then a couple of years later, it'd be like, Tua wasn't the player we thought he would be. Look where he's at. He's in Houston. What do you expect him to? If Deshaun couldn't do nothing there, what do you expect Tua Tagovailoa to do in Houston? Come on now.
He's going to have to rebuild. He's going to have to take his young years and rebuild with the team. get to know everybody, build chemistry with the coaching staff, the players, whatever, for the next 4 to 5 years till they start growing up again. I'm sure they're going to take about 4 years for them to get back on track, for sure. So, it's a work in progress. But the Dolphins right now, the way they're moving with things, how they jump from year 1 to year 2 of the rebuild, it's looking like, they're trying to win it and win now. Like, they're not wasting no time. Shout out to
Rest of the
Brian.
league got to take notice. Black GM, black head coach.
Thank you. Appreciate you. It's a difference.
Take notice.
We're the only team in the league that has a black GM and a black head coach.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey man, but we reached that final stage, man. So any shout outs from the both of y'all before we get up out of here?
Shout out to God, of course. And, shout out to you for bringing me on for this, man. I appreciate it.
Anytime, bro.
Yeah, same thing. Shout out to Jay, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Shout out to my boy Vlad. Shout out to fam, Shout out to my family who are out there if you're watching this, And glad for being on the show, bro. Looking forward to the next episode.
Hey, man, there's definitely more to come, man. Definitely shout out to God first and foremost for making us see another day.
We got to talk about the next episode. We got to talk about, because free agency starts this week, Wednesday.
Oh, no. We finna get into that. Don't worry about it. There's going to be more to come. We finna get into that. Don't worry about it. We finna get into that for sure. As this thing goes on, we going to get into all of that. So ain't no worried about that, man. But definitely shout out to God, man. Shout out to the both of y'all for hopping on here, man. This was a great show, man. I definitely appreciate y'all taking time out of y'all day and hopping on here, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody that, that's been supporting me along this journey. I mean, I'm not where I want to be at, and I'll be there soon. And also shout out to AC, man. Good luck on your interview next week, boy.
Of course, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
What does man put
on?
Oh,
my God.
Hey,
helmet.
I'm dead, bro. But hey, man, anybody that's new to the channel, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Thank y'all for tuning into the first episode, and there's going to be more to come, man.